Good morning, students. I hope you all are okay. Because of heat wave, you know that you cannot be here, so I arranged online class for you. As we know that our syllabus is already over, so we are going to discuss today only question answers of chapter 2, okay, of chemistry. Here, some fill in the blanks are given. You will also solve. I am going to write the answer, but you will also write the answer in comment. Okay. Here the question is given that everything around us is made up of tiny particles called, what will be the answer? The answer will be matter. Okay. Now, and dash cannot be broken down into simpler substances. Which one? The answer will be atom. Okay. Now come to the third question. Dash and dash are the example of elements. So many elements are there. Around 108 elements are discovered. So write any two. I am going to write here hydrogen and nitrogen. Dash is the metal which is liquid at room temperature. Give me the answer. The answer will be mercury. Okay. Now come to the question number 5. Here it is written dash and dash are the noble gases. We know that total 6 noble gases are there: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. So here we can write N2 helium, neon. Okay, are the noble gases. The symbol of gold is Au. Okay. Now, the smallest particles of a compound which can exist independently is called, what is that? That is molecule. Okay. Now, dash is the triatomic molecule. Triatomic means how many atoms? 3 atoms. Okay. So, this is O3. Now, dash and dash elements combine to form sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, this is also known as table salt. Okay, that you use daily life. Okay. Now, so this is sodium and this is chlorine. Now here one more question left. Actually, here question number 7. Dash is the example of a compound. What is compound? What is compound? It is the combination of 2 or more elements in a fixed ratio, and they are going to combine chemically. So the most easiest example of compound will be H2O. Okay? Any doubt? Okay. Now come to the next question. Here, definition is given. Okay, so define these terms. You need to define. Number 1, atom. Number 2, element, molecules, metalloid, compounds. You know what is the definition. Let me first erase these things. What is an atom? You know that this is the smallest particle. Okay, of any material, of any matter. Now, what is element? That is the pure substance. This is, what is that? Metalloid. What is metalloid? There are 3 types of material: metal, non-metal, and metalloid. So metalloids are those materials or those metals, those who have both property, metallic property also and non-metallic property also. So it has both metallic and non-metallic properties. Metallic and non-metallic. Now here, what is molecule? That is the smallest unit of a compound that exists independently. You know that. And what is compound? These are the combination of 2 or more elements combined chemically in a fixed ratio. Okay. Now, example we can see. Suppose this is hydrogen, this is molecule, and this is the example of compound. Okay. Now, let's differentiate between the following. Okay. We need to define. We need to create the difference. What is the difference between compound and element? Element and atom, molecule of an element and molecule of a compound. You know already, we have already discussed these things in class. Now, come to the question answer. Number one question, what is a pure substance? What is a pure substance? A substance that is made up of only one kind of atom is known as pure substance. Any doubt? I hope no. Now, how are pure substances classified? Pure substances are classified into two categories. Number one, element, and number two, compound. Okay. Number two, list the properties of pure substance. List the properties of pure substance. Here, question number 3 is asking about list the properties of pure substances. You know that what is pure substance? A substance which is made up of only one kind of atom. Okay, that is pure substance. Like gold, like silver, like iron. Okay, these are the examples of pure substance. And what is the property? The property of pure substance is that is made up of only one kind of atom. Okay, now come to the question number 4. What are noble gases? Noble gases are those gases, actually those elements which do not participate in any chemical reaction. That is known as noble gas. How many noble gases are there? 6 noble gases are there. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. Here it is written, give 2 examples. So helium and neon. 2 examples are there. What is an atom made up of? An atom is made up of 3 subatomic particles. Which one? Number 1, electron, number 2, proton, and number 3, neutron. When all 3 are going to combine, then what is going to be formed? Atom. Okay. Now come to the question number 6. What are energy cells? Energy cell. This is energy cell. So this is the center of atom. That is also known as nucleus. Energy cells are the orbits where electrons are present and electrons are revolving around the nucleus. This orbit is known as energy cell. Okay. Now next question. Question number 7. Here it is written. Give 2 examples of monatomic molecule. Monatomic molecule, what you will write? Hydrogen, diatomic molecule, O2, triatomic molecule, also O3 will come, that is ozone, and tetratomic molecule. You can write here P4, phosphorus 4. How many atoms are here? 4 atoms. That's why it is known as tetraatomic. Okay. Now come to the question number 8. What do you understand by chemical formula of a compound? What do you understand by the chemical formula of a compound? Let's see here. Here it is written that what do you understand by What do you understand by the chemical formula of a compound? The chemical formula of a compound says which elements are present in that compound. Okay, suppose I am going to take an example. This is the example of what? Compound. Okay, so which 2 elements are available here? First, hydrogen, and second, oxygen. So this is the chemical formula of water, and water is what? Water is compound. And through this formula, we can easily find out which elements are present in this compound. So this is known as chemical formula of a compound. Now come to the question number 9. Name the elements present in this. One by one we are going to solve. Okay, that you have already solved, but we are revising. So name the elements present in sodium chloride. Which element? This is sodium and this is chlorine. Okay, nitric acid. First hydrogen is present, second nitrogen is present, and third oxygen is present. Ammonia. Here you can see nitrogen is present and hydrogen is present. calcium oxide. Here, what is present? Calcium is present and oxygen is present. Okay. Now here sugar. You can see the formula of sugar. It's C6H12O6. But mainly only three elements are present here. Carbon is present, hydrogen is present, and oxygen is present. Okay. Now come to the question number 10. How are the molecules classified? Give an example of each type. Molecules are classified into four categories: monatomic, diatomic, triatomic molecule, and tetratomic molecule. But one more category is that if the molecules are more than 4, then it will come under polyatomic molecules. Here it is written, give the example of each type. Okay. Suppose I have taken this for monatomic, for diatomic molecule, for triatomic molecule, for tetraatomic molecule. Okay. For polyatomic molecule, you can write here S8. Okay. Now, let's see true and false. If the answer is false, then give the right statement. Okay. Let's see. We are going to read carefully. Okay. A mixture is a pure substance. No, mixture is impure substance. Okay. Only two types of pure substances are there. First element and second compound. But here question is telling about mixture. So mixture is impure substance. So the right answer will be that is impure substance. Okay. Now here, common salt is an element. No, common salt is not an element. Common salt is a compound. Okay. Now the symbol of nitrogen is N. That is correct. Okay. Sugar is a compound. Of course, sugar is a compound made up of three elements, that is carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. We have just discussed about the formula of sugar, C6H12O6. Now, H2 represents, that is not the exact formula of sugar, that is the formula of sucrose. Okay. Now, H2 represents two molecules of hydrogen. That is also true because here you can see two atoms are there. Okay. But that is not true. Sorry, that is not true. Why? Because not two molecules are there. Not two molecules are there. This is only one molecule. So this is false. What is the answer? H2 is only one molecule of which type? Diatomic molecule. Diatomic means how many atoms are there? Two atoms are there. Okay, you can see here. Now, let's see another questions. Here, some regions are asking that in circle the odd one out, give reason for your choice. Here, common salt, water, sugar, and iron. Which one is odd? This is, what is that? Compound. This one is also compound. This is also compound, but this is element. So this is odd. Okay. Now, aluminium, copper, nitrogen, and gold. Aluminium. This is metal. Copper is also metal. Nitrogen is non-metal. And here gold is also metal. So which one is odd? Nitrogen is odd. Okay. Now here hydrogen, nitrogen, bromine, and chlorine. Here hydrogen, nitrogen, and chlorine. All three are gases. But this is not gas. So this is the odd one. Okay. Now come to see next question. Multiple choice questions are there. Let's solve and you will also give the answer. Okay. Here it is written, pure substances are classified as. I have told you about that. Pure substances are classified into only two types. That is first element and second is compound. So here it is written element also. Here it is written compound also. But here it is written both. So this one will be your answer. Okay. Now, which of these is a metal? Carbon is a gas, hydrogen is also gas, sulfur is also gas. So which one will be the answer? Sodium will be the answer. Why? Because I have told you already that all the gases are non-metal. Okay. Sodium is not a gas. That's why this is metal. Which of these is a non-metal? Nitrogen, potassium, magnesium, and aluminium. I told you that gas comes under non-metal. So see, this is the gas one, and question is asking about non-metal. So this will be the answer. Which is a liquid metal? Already we have discussed about this in fill in the blank. So this will be the answer. Which of these is an element? Water is a compound. Ammonia is also compound. Sodium, common salt is also compound. So which one will be the answer? Magnesium will be the answer. Okay. So I hope you have revised well, and this is the homework. You will give all the answers in comment box by writing that. Suppose you want to give the answer of question number H1. So you will write here H1, and what will be the answer? If the answer will be C, then write here both. Like this you will give all the answers. Okay, revise well, read well, and that's all for today. I hope you will understand and you will easily make sure that you can easily find out what is the basic difference between element, compound, mixture, pure substances, impure substances, like this. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you.